Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP haters will be using it in the near future, says David Gokstein. Maybe it's Gokstein. I don't really know. I guess I'll go Gokstein. You guys can correct me. I don't freaking know. And I'm bad at names. But this was an interesting article. This is kind of fun. It sparked an interesting conversation on the Twitters between people within the XRP community and others who, frankly, just don't get it. You can think Bitcoin maxi troll types. So, there's lots to say here, but before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, but don't get all smashy with it. I'm looking at you over there, Mr. Muscles. Just a delicate tap will do. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. It don't cost nothing. Like, why the hell not? Now, I'll tell you what, if you have buyer's remorse, which would be ridiculous since it's free, just unsubscribe the next day, or whenever you want. It's cool. I know, I'm not asking you to marry me, all right? I'm asking you to hit the damn subscribe button, all right? It's cool, bro. It's cool. All right. Whoa. Whoa, where'd that come from? Oh, my God, I think I got the coronavirus. Oh, my God, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Whew. All right. I think we're safe to proceed now. Shout out to Dr. Harry J. Malinsky for sending this piece my way. And he wrote the following: David Gokstein for the win. Let's try and educate everyone who doesn't understand global finance. They only see the little drop of money that is in their pocket versus the ocean surrounding them. To the moon. So very much appreciate being tagged in this. And let's run through this. XRP haters will be using it in the near future. An entrepreneur and former U.S. congressional candidate, David Gokstein, has taken to Twitter to stand up to those who criticize the Ripple's XRP cryptocurrency. A bunch of C students writing this stuff. Look, just write XRP. You can write XRP cryptocurrency, I guess, but it's not Ripple's. You're not referencing that XRP which Ripple holds, so don't write Ripple's XRP. That's stupid. You're looking like an idiot stick, brah. Come on. And so here you go. Mr. Gokstein addressed those who slam XRP on Twitter and stated that in the future, they will be using this coin definitely. And you say, here's the tweet. It reads as follows, verbatim. Those who hate XRP will be using it in the near future 100%. That's very bold. In a tweet published later on, the entrepreneur wrote that despite many talking about XRP being useless, no one has been able to back up their claims. And here's a second tweet from David. So many S-word talkers in this tweet, but not one is willing to go in depth to explain how it's useless. Keep following who's trending in the avatar world. You'll be using XRP shortly. Well, tons of people for sure are going to be using XRP, but in the background, because those people that are moving money around the planet, yes. It's gonna be replacing Nostrovostra accounts the world over, and so even if you don't know what XRP is or what cryptocurrencies are, you're still going to be using it, like it or not. But what's there not to like? If you're just talking about moving money around the planet and then you get your money moved faster, it's less fees involved. That's a win-win there, right? So here's the thread. I like this response in the actual Twitter thread to David's tweet from an XRP community member named Johnny, and he wrote the following. People hate on Facebook, but it's integrated into every app for logins. Yeah, that certainly does seem to be true. He writes, even if they don't use it to use it, they need it. That's what XRP will be. In the background, silently running and making us rich while making the world a better place. Indeed, absolutely. This is going to help some of the poorest people on the planet first. That is awesome. That's why I keep saying Ripple is a force for good. Somebody named Manu BMX wrote the following. I don't hate it, but I would say I am more on the side of a hater. But I use it every day, and he's talking about XRP, I use it every day when I transfer funds from exchange to exchange because it is kind of stable. And he's got a little laughy face there. It really is, and it's so effing fast. Whatever haters say, it is so effing freaking fast. I think I love it. So then first he said he's a little on the hater side, and then he says he loves it. Whatever, make of that what you will. But absolutely true. It's actually useful for that particular use case. It's fast. It's not Bitcoin, right? And then we've got this little subheading here. PayPal promises real adoption for crypto. Commenting on the recent news that PayPal giant has teamed up with another major payment service, Venmo, to offer their customers to buy and sell crypto, Mr. Gokstein suggested that this would be another trigger for real crypto adoption. The way he sees it is that users on large platforms that utilize PayPal service like eBay from now on will be able to choose whether to accept Bitcoin, XRP, etc., and not just fiat. However, a Twitter user reminded Gokstein that PayPal did not say anything about adoption. What is more, the user insists PayPal has not confirmed this using it. And yeah, and so fair enough that it's a rumor if it comes to pass, super duper. But even then, I don't know. See, what a lot of people on this topic, what a lot of people are talking about, it's the use case of a cryptocurrency in place of fiat currency, and that just doesn't excite me. It's really not. And it's not to say that it wouldn't, ultimately happen in some sort of notable way in the future, perhaps even within my lifetime. Some sort of cryptocurrency being used in place of fiat, but it's not solving a problem for many people today. In addition to there being technological hurdles, what problem are you solving? You're really not. I mean, for those quarters of the world where maybe you have runaway inflation, I could see traction. I could see there ultimately being traction as a result of things like that, geopolitical turmoil, all that, but not necessarily anytime soon. And even if so, it's not like fiat currencies are going to stop existing. So to me, it's never been that terribly exciting here. Here's another piece from you today. Titled, Former U.S. Congressional Candidate Shows That Man Shall Not Live by Bitcoin Alone. And he's very clear, so this is David again, very clearly pro-XRP. He has sage wisdom. A former Republican U.S. congressional candidate who withdrew before the Republican Party primary on June 23rd has again shown support for XRP, reminding the community that he sees diversification in crypto development as a successful line. XRP is one of the many coins that David Gokstein supports, according to posts on his Twitter page. The former U.S. congressional candidate has published an XRP GIF letting his followers know that the fourth largest coin remains on his list of promising crypto projects. Now, previously, David Gokstein also tweeted that XRP is not useless, and opposed those who believe that XRP is bound to go drop to zero sooner or later. Yeah, you'd be much closer to the truth if you said Bitcoin is useless. Okay? And when I say that, mind you, I'm not a maximalist of any coin. I'm appreciative of Bitcoin having existed in the first place, but I really think utility matters. So, I guess if you don't, then yay Bitcoin. It's the first cryptocurrency ever. So adoption for reasons? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it goes that way. I just don't suspect that. If I had to guess, that's not how this is going to pan out. But I don't know for sure. I admit that. But here's the actual tweet from David. When people say XRP is worthless and it's going to $0, it gets me really tight because when I ask why, no one has an answer. Yeah, you get that from the Bitcoin maxi trolls, dude. You really do here. And then they have this little subheading, and I love this. Bitcoin and nothing else mentality is not enough. Mr. Gokstein supports other altcoins too, believing that Bitcoin must not be the only direction to follow in the crypto field. And then here's the quote, this space can't grow if the mentality is Bitcoin and nothing else. And indeed, there are so many people that actually feel that way. There really are. You can think the types of Max Kaiser, for example, and he makes it very clear that Bitcoin or bust, right? And then you got others like Anthony Pompliano. He's only interested in Bitcoin, and I'm just like, my gosh, it's just conceptually so easy to figure out why that doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense? Because different cryptocurrencies have different technical attributes, and different people want different things from their cryptocurrencies, and if they all do different things, it should be pretty clear that it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all. You're not going to be able to force people into a particular cryptocurrency. Not going to happen. You can even think here, is there something to smart contracts, for example? Do you think that Bitcoin is a solution there? Do you need some sort of layer 2 and just utilize Bitcoin, and is that how it's going to work? I don't know. I don't know about that. And it's so funny, the people that say that it's just Bitcoin or bust, it's extra funny to me that they have that opinion, which I think is just unsophisticated. It's a very unsophisticated opinion from my stance. They say that while Bitcoin is functionally doing nothing. Now, to me, that's just rich. And again, I don't think XRP is going to be the only winner. I really don't. I think it's going to be one of the winners, and I think it's going to be worth substantially more than it is today. But I don't pretend to know everything, and I don't pretend to like the things that I believe. I don't typically state that I know them to be true. This is what it's going to happen. It's more like, here's what I suspect is going to look like based on my understanding of the environment today. But that's it for this one. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!